McDavid's going to take off. They're still short-handed. McDavid shoots, scores! Connor McDavid with his first goal of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
And he's taking this one to the net. Just a good, hard, clean shot that he gets through. Doesn't try and beat the defender, uses that shot. And what a goal for the youngster. His first in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Time winding down. Here's Pavelski stepping in. Can't get it to the net. Connor McDavid hauled down towards the net. Scores! With 0.3 seconds to go, McDavid seals the deal. And the Oilers are going to move on to the second round.
Defense of the AHL. Theodore. Chapman. Up the boards. Didn't get it out. McDavid. Stops up. What a move. Shoots. Scores! Absolutely amazing. Turned on a dime and tied the game 3-3. Back into the neutral zone, another steal. Draisaitl, McDavid, Draisaitl off a skate. McDavid scores!
Manson bobbles the puck. It goes right over his stick, creates the 2-on-1. And there's another fortunate break as Theodore ends up stopping that pass across. Jim, it's interesting. Monday, Wayne Gretzky was saying he'd like to see Connor McDavid shoot a little bit more. He had a couple of chances late in Game 3.
Collision with Maroon. This is a 4-on-1. Kajula, McDavid, Kajula scores!
Collision happens here on the left side that you don't see on that replay. But that creates a 3-on-1. And this one goes through Gibson.
To McDavid down the left side. There's Duncan Keith flipping it back ahead. Kept in by Darnell. There's Hipfrog. Scores! Just like that! Connor McDavid covers front. 19 seconds in. And Koskinen made a stop, and out comes McDavid charging down the ice. He's got a stick. He's in. Backhand. Scores! A beauty! And Connor McDavid on fire early.
Scored early in this game, and watch this. Takes a look, starts to wind it up, and once he starts to get at full speed, a great job to knock this puck down en route, and he just drives it around Mata. And what an elevation of the puck in tight. So incredible to be able to make those moves in tight with speed. But he just follows the bouncing puck, and at the last second, bang, it's up over top of the shoulder.
Murphy leans on him to the near side for McDavid. In for Draisaitl, McDavid scores! Hat-trick goal! His first Stanley Cup playoff hat-trick!
Duncan Keith, and in behind his netminder, right there.
Now Archibald up high, swats it around to the far side for McDavid. Great pass, scores! Josh Archibald from McDavid.
Archibald is one of them. That is a huge goal for him and the team. What a pass by McDavid to find him driving to the net. And he just chops at the one-timer. It's a cross-grain shot. McDavid's drop pass to Draisaitl. Back to McDavid. He looks to Dangle. He scores! Connor McDavid ties the game as Draisaitl feeds him behind the net.
Here he goes. When he gets those blades chattering on the ice, everybody watches and listens, and here he gets the puck back. A clean play in the offensive zone between Draisaitl and McDavid. We haven't seen a lot of it in this series, but this guy, as he hides around the backside of the defenders, Hellebuck, no chance.
Connor McDavid moving in with speed. He shoots! He scores!
Connor McDavid with an absolutely enormous goal for Edmonton, down 2-0, but you can see things starting to build for Edmonton, and he just takes this and walks through 4 Los Angeles Kings and zips this one short side on Jonathan Quick. Head up, walks on the line. You can see the extension by Mantha.
Now Cassian to the point. Brett Kulak shoots into traffic. A chance for McDavid. He hasn't shot it. Cassian scores!
But more importantly, it's a shot from the blue line that gets through. Brett Kulak wastes little time, gets it by the forward, down to the danger zone. Rebound by McDavid, and what poise and patience. Walks around, Zach Cassian presents.
During the second intermission, here's a chance for McDavid. Scores! Backhander, top shelf.
And Connor McDavid digs out this puck. The poke check by Quick almost bobbles that puck, but such great hands by McDavid. He holds on to it. Quick gets a piece of it, skate to stick.
Now behind. Nugent Hopkins back to McDavid. Draisaitl shoots! Scores!
As a result, plays are there. And this is a beautiful pass. Right over to Leon Draisaitl. Gets this puck back, little bump pass back to him. But it's because he drives that puck to the net. Everybody collapses, opens things up, and Leon Draisaitl buries it.
We welcome the viewers who are taking in the Toronto Maple Leafs and Tampa Bay Lightning game. Here comes McDavid, driving to the net. Wraparound attempt, and he scores!
Gets some speed, and he just gives a little give and go at the offensive blue line, walks around, and takes it to the net. And that's just Connor McDavid coming to play early on in this game.
Comes to Yamamoto, trying to find McDavid. He does, going to the net. Couldn't get the shot away. He still has it. Wraparound backhand attempt. He still has it. He shoots. He scores!
Beautiful little area pass by Kyler Yamamoto. Sends in Connor McDavid. It's a penalty delayed to Sean Durzi, but he just stays with this puck. This is the relentless effort of Connor McDavid. Durzi thinks the penalty's been called, but it hasn't. One chance denied. Skate the stick. Bury for Connor McDavid.
Wide on Zadorov and a shot right on and a rebound. And a big hit there along the boards in front. Connor McDavid scores! And Edmonton gets one back.
Barry just kicks this one back in front, and how about the patience? Curl and drag across, force the 5-hole to get open by Markstrom. Markstrom was deep, wasn't expecting the turnover, and then just great patience.
Off McDavid to Draisaitl, looking to get it back to McDavid. He swivels away from Dubé in front, scores! What a beauty! McDavid sets up Evan Bouchard.
And a no-look backhand pass, a little spin around, but Dubé thinks he has him and doesn't. There's the shot in front on the doorstep. What agility there by McDavid, the quick shot, and Bouchard coming in.
Bounced off the Zadorov, contact in front. Connor McDavid, another beauty, and this one will count.
Draisaitl throws it to an area, and then McDavid does the rest. Protects it with his skate. Good little read, and there's one just sliding across.
Draisaitl's going to put out the fire and work it to center. Here's McDavid turning away from Hanifin to the net in front. Scores!
Could you run out of superlatives to talk about what McDavid can do? Watch this play. Put it between your legs. It's not always about speed. It's about agility. And there again, waits till the last second as Anderson. Once Anderson commits, it's between the stick and the skates.
In the slot, and away goes McDavid. And catching up is Kane again. Evander Kane scores! Hat-trick goal.
Now all of a sudden you got a foot race. Well, that foot race is not going to be won. And in tight, another side to side. That's three that Markstrom's had to deal with this period alone. Going side to side. McDavid in on Shillington.
5 minutes into overtime in Game 5, and McDavid scores! Game winner, series winner for Connor McDavid!
Turnover, McDavid off Hanifin. Then Draisaitl just spots McDavid. Goes right into the slot, his favorite area. That quick wrister. And the Oilers are moving on. What a beautiful play by McDavid to get open. And allowing that pass from Draisaitl into the most dangerous area on the ice.
Kept in by Draisaitl. McDavid's loose. Draisaitl across, and Connor McDavid's got a goal here to make it 7-4.
That creates the opportunity. Kane does a good job at the line. And how about this pass by Leon Draisaitl? I mean, the patience and calmness to pull that one back, wait till the stick is gone. Everybody's in panic mode.
To the Avalanche bench and the change, and that hit Bo Byron. Here's a chance. McDavid scores! 38 seconds in. How's that for a jump start?
Well, the fans wanted a too many men on the ice penalty. They're glad that they didn't get it here as Zach Hyman makes the play for the loose puck. If you watched the pregame show, it was all business for Connor McDavid. Talking to Kyle Dubkowskis. Here's his first shift. About a 5-second shift, pops in at the end of the shift.
Barry across, Draisaitl up high. Finds McDavid, scores!
Good patience down low, up high. And Draisaitl's got this seam right red. And how about that release? Zach Hyman on the back door, maybe a potential for a pass. Instead, it's a hot shot.
McDavid picks it off, hits the other way. Got Draisaitl and Hyman with him. Hyman, the shot, scores!
There's the turnover. McDavid with his speed backs the defense off, and Draisaitl, as he so often does.
Here's a strong play. Knocks him down. Jumping up is McDavid. Scott Draisaitl scores! And we're not done yet.
Top players take over. Draisaitl gets his speed up, gets it to McDavid. McDavid with a beautiful cross-seam pass, and the one-timer gets right through the pads of Francouz. And credit Cassian. A lot of times you'll go by the net. Instead, he stops on.
McDavid sliding it to Bouchard. He gets it back. A pass over. And a goal for Draisaitl!
This is a real aggressive pass through the box. And for Draisaitl, he handles it with that shot that he's taken so many times. No chance for Korpisalo to get across. 2-0 Edmonton.
Bouchard, McDavid, shoots, scores!
And it shows because they've started to put more pucks on the net and attempt more shots. And here for McDavid, he just zips this one home. It's a shot that he's really perfected and scored a lot of goals this year. A wrister from that spot, far side, beats the glove of Korpisalo.
Bouchard to McDavid. The Oilers captain shooting and scoring! Another laser! The Oilers have the lead!
The one just missed Draisaitl by McDavid going through, and twice now we've seen him take this puck and just say, fine, I'll just shoot it myself. He went glove hand high the first time. This one he goes short side and does an excellent job as Doughty goes down, maybe taking the eyes away from Korpisalo.
Spinning and firing was Draisaitl, denied by Korpisalo. Echo, McDavid, the Oilers buzzing, and it's in the net!
Great job on this shift is to continue to battle for pucks. One great chance denied by Korpisalo, and the second one, McDavid behind the net. We're seeing him start to use that spot to his advantage.
Down low, Draisaitl, Bouchard, a pass over, McDavid cross ice, Draisaitl shoots and scores!
Possession in the offensive zone, and a beautiful seam pass by McDavid once again coming from high to low, and he finds Draisaitl.
To Bouchard from the blue line. Bouchard to McDavid to Draisaitl. He shoots and scores! Power play goal, and it's the first of the series. The Oilers are up.
A long outlet to McDavid. Hyman cutting to the net. The trailer Draisaitl shoots, scores! Make it 4!
A 4-goal game for Leon Draisaitl has the Oilers within 1 in the third.
The drive through the middle by Hyman leaves Leon Draisaitl ready for that one-timer. A left-handed shot down the right side.
Get into the boards. Derek Ryan looking for it. Theodore comes up with it. Connor McDavid stealing. Here he comes, the McDavid Express. He scores!
Steps in front of Theodore, just goes into the contact and is able to make this play quickly. Gets a little bit of a lucky one underneath the pad of Brossoit, who doesn't get it down and closes it off. Expected that puck to come high off the stick of McDavid. But under that pressure to make that play, beautiful finish. Leads to the second power play for Edmonton, up 1-0.
Nugent Hopkins to McDavid, lurking. One-timer and he scores! Bouchard!
Not giving this team power plays. They've been deadly. And Evan Bouchard just walks into this one. I mean, he is ready for a tickle on the rafters, gets himself to the top of the circle. That's the key.
CC takes a look over to Nurse. Nurse shoots wide of the net. It's McDavid who picks it up to Nugent Hopkins, and he scores finally!
A lot of talk about Nugent Hopkins getting going. And this is a big goal for him and the team. So push back by the Vegas Golden Knights in the power play. Couple chances, 5-on-5. And it's Nugent Hopkins, not a whole lot of space to put that through. But that wicked wrister he's always possessed.
Shoots, blocked by Eichel. And the Oilers forced to retreat. McDavid quickly back into the zone. Here he comes. McDavid, backhander. He scores!
Not your typical power play goal, but a typical goal from Connor McDavid. And he makes it a 1-goal game.
prior to the start of tonight. Only the 5th player in NHL history to hit 170. He succeeded, and now it's Kulak on the attack. Pass over to McDavid. He shoots. He scores!
Quick goal by the Vegas Golden Knights, the first time they've scored first, and it's the response by Edmonton, and we've seen that throughout these playoffs and throughout this series. Teams that respond after a goal against it, it's Connor McDavid.
That was a funny bounce coming off of Skinner's shoulder, and it looks like he's got to fix his helmet too right now. He's got his glove off.
McDavid goes spinning, shoveled it across. They score! Zach Hyman starts it. McDavid spinning away. McDavid feeding. Score! Hyman second. McDavid surveys, gets it low to Draisaitl. Net front score! Nugent Hopkins makes it 4-0. Hyman parked in front. McDavid circling in behind. Picks it up, gaining steam, carries out to the slot, gets it back from Bouchard. Here's McDavid. Draisaitl snipes and scores! Great season for Doughty, the 34-year-olds. McDavid, Petty backdoor, score! Hyman's got a hat trick in game 1.
Now McDavid settling. Looks off Bouchard, and they score! Zach Hyman at the doorstep, and it's 5-1 Edmonton. Nugent Hopkins for McDavid. Draisaitl scores! 6-1 as Leon Draisaitl has his second of the game.
Draisaitl to McDavid. Connor McDavid sliding it back to Draisaitl, near the net, back to McDavid, back to Draisaitl! My goodness, that stayed out.
Excellent pass by McDavid. Out of that thick of things, he finds Draisaitl as he often did in the reach back. Good positioning by Skinner on that one. Here's the overhead look and wide. Rogers' place right now is erupting, but I got to tell you, you can't see that puck in that glove. This is going to be a difficult one. It'll be interesting to see how they rule this.
The puck completely crossed the
line.
line. We have a goal.
Draisaitl backpedals. Final few seconds. Bouchard out high. Moved off to the circle. McDavid carrying in behind. Back to even strike. They score! Draisaitl from McDavid, and Edmonton lead.
And now Draisaitl surveys. Down low it goes. Giffen goes, scores! Leon Draisaitl, power play goal.
You know, you think, can you be aggressive when you need to be? And this is just pinpoint passing right through Soucy. No passing lane taken away to McDavid. He goes between the stick and skates.
Centered it. Bouncing puck and flipped to the line. Soucy tried to step up. Here's a break. McDavid home free. Scores! The game is tied. Off the stick of Connor McDavid.
Bubble of a puck, a pinch there, now it's off to the races. Myers loses his balance, and how about that stick handling in tight? He knows the pressure's coming, but as soon as he gets it right here, he knows he's got separation. Nobody's going to get into his hands.
Watch there by Dakota Joshua. McDavid back to Bouchard. Back to McDavid. Into the slot. Draisaitl scores! Another Leon Draisaitl power play goal.
But what the Oilers power play does better than any is that attack through the middle draws 3 players in the middle of the ice. What does that open up? It forces the goaltender to move to the middle of his crease, and it opens up the flank.
Let's go! Let's go! Last change at home. They don't have to be as preoccupied with it. Here's McDavid in front. Scores! Nugent Hopkins!
Neutral zone turnover just inside the offensive zone by Vancouver, and this is a reach that just doesn't quite get there. And McDavid creates enough of a separation here. Myers has a long stick that Kevin BX had talked about before, but it's Nugent Hopkins getting inside on Soucy.
Tanev. Oh, it's in front, scores! It's over! 32 seconds in, redirected from the slot.
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins does a great job of keeping this alive. You can see Kelly Sutherland wave off as Nugent-Hopkins chipped it along the boards. The great moments, it didn't happen in overtime number 1. Here, just a smart place. Stops in the middle. You can see Tanev late from behind.
Chance and a nice stop there by Ottinger off McDavid. What a chance that was. Scores! Connor McDavid with the shot. Zach Hyman on the doorstep.
One shot that gets a puck retrieval, and Zach Hyman knows one thing, how to get to the front of the net. Great positioning off the side. Watch, he gets inside positioning on Suter there.
Steers it back to center. Onto it is Nugent-Hopkins. He gets it ahead. Here's McDavid. Rebound. Scores! The game is tied.
Hard to make a pass across the seam, but very easy to create a rebound. That's a shot pass by Connor McDavid. He's not trying to score there. He's trying to get it over where he knows he's got a righty.
Watched carefully by Lindell. Across to McDavid. Moves to the outside. Works his way. What a goal! Nick, wow! 1-0 Edmonton. And Edmonton's got the kick-starter in Game 6.
Well, sometimes you just let the picture tell the story. How about the ability to make plays in tight? You have to think of his ability to pass the puck. Gets you thinking, okay, where's he going to put it? Instead, right around Haskin and pulls it to the backhand, up and over Ottinger. He's such a threat with the pass.
97 back in. It's been a master class. Scores! Zach Hyman from McDavid. 2-0 Edmonton.
And then off what looks like just an easy play, a little chip to the outside, draws 2 men to him, and you just leave the one guy who's most dangerous open.